Chosen one, your victory update is ready. God funded it, aligned it, prepared it, and placed it on a divine schedule that could not be altered by delay, doubt, opposition, or interference. What is coming toward you now has already been stamped with approval. It has already been confirmed. It has already been processed in the spiritual realm long before you ever sensed it unfolding. You are stepping into a season where the victories you prayed for are finally beginning to materialize, not in fragments, not in glimpses, but in full manifestation. There is a shift happening around you, a subtle but powerful recalibration in your favor, and it is becoming more evident with every passing day. The atmosphere around your life is different now, more open, more responsive, more aligned, more supportive. What once felt difficult is becoming easier. What once felt blocked is becoming accessible. What once felt out of reach is being placed within your grasp. Chosen one, this victory update is not just an announcement. It is an unfolding. Before we go deeper, watch this message until the very end, because it carries the vibration of alignment. And write your warmest wishes and 144 in the comments to strengthen the energy of manifestation. This is not about superstition, but about intention, about anchoring the frequency of what you desire, about activating spiritual momentum, and about connecting your inner alignment with the universal flow. Wishes are signals. They tell the universe what direction to move in. Your words have power, and your intention amplifies that power. Now, chosen one, press the hype button, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's start. Chosen one, this victory update is the result of the silent work you have been doing behind the scenes. The nights when you kept going despite exhaustion. The moments when you chose faith, even when fear seemed louder. The days when you refused to quit, even when everything in your world felt uncertain. You were being shaped in ways you didn't fully understand at the time. You were being strengthened in areas you didn't realize were weak. You were being refined in ways that only adversity could accomplish. Every challenge had a purpose. Every setback had a lesson. Every delay had a reason. The process was not a punishment. It was preparation. And now, the preparation is meeting its reward. You may not have noticed it, but you have changed. Your voice is stronger. Your boundaries are clearer. Your intuition is louder. Your spirit is steadier. Your perspective is wiser. You are not the same person who entered those difficult seasons. You walked through fire and did not burn. You walked through storms and did not drown. You walked through circumstances meant to break you, but you emerged more aligned, more aware, and more powerful than before. This victory update is not happening because you avoided the struggle. It is happening because you survived it. Chosen one, you are entering a season where everything that was once confusing will begin to make sense. The situations you questioned, the painful chapters you didn't understand, the losses that shook you, the silence that made you doubt. All of it is aligning into a clear picture now. You are going to see why certain people had to leave, why certain doors had to close, why certain opportunities had to fall through, and why certain paths were blocked. Those were not punishments. They were protections. They were divine redirections designed to lead you to something better, something stronger, something more aligned with your purpose. Your victory update is not just about receiving something new. It is also about realizing what you've been delivered from. Delivered from cycles that drained you. delivered from environments that limited you, delivered from connections that confused you, delivered from habits that restricted your growth, delivered from patterns that kept you repeating the same emotional loops. This victory is both an elevation and a liberation. Chosen one, the breakthrough that is arriving in your life is going to shift not only your circumstances, but also your identity. You are stepping into a version of yourself that has been waiting beneath layers of fear, doubt, obligation, and survival. You are rising into a self that is confident, intuitive, resilient, and aligned. You are no longer living in reaction. You are moving with intention. You are no longer navigating life from a place of insecurity. You are navigating from a place of spiritual authority. This is why the Victory Update is so powerful. It does not just change what you have, it changes who you are becoming. You are going to start noticing signs of this shift. Conversations that once triggered you will no longer bother you. People who once confused you will become clear to you. Situations that once overwhelmed you will now reveal opportunities. You are gaining a level of clarity that removes emotional fog, a level of discernment that exposes intentions, a level of confidence that makes you unshakable. This is emotional elevation, the kind that happens quietly at first, then suddenly becomes undeniable. Chosen one, this Victory Update is coming with momentum. One blessing will lead to another. One open door will lead to multiple pathways. One shift will create a chain reaction of alignment. What is about to unfold in your life will not be a single event, but a sequence. Flow. A rhythm of breakthrough. A season of acceleration. A divine unfolding that feels like everything is suddenly working in your favor. This is your moment. This is your shift. This is your update. Chosen one, as this Victory Update unfolds, you may begin to notice a quiet confidence rising within you. This confidence is not boastful, not loud, not rooted in ego. It is the kind that comes from alignment. It comes from finally understanding who you are, what you carry, and what you're stepping into. You no longer feel the need to force conversations, chase opportunities, or convince anyone of your worth. Your energy speaks for you now. Your presence carries a weight that cannot be ignored. This is what happens when your spirit aligns with your purpose. You attract. You don't chase. You may also begin noticing that your spirit feels lighter. Stress that once felt heavy now feels manageable. Worries that once consumed your thoughts now feel irrelevant. Battles that once drained your energy now feel beneath your level of awareness. This is not carelessness. It is elevation. It is the sign of someone who has risen above the emotional frequencies that used to trap them. You are no longer reacting from survival. You are responding from strength. This shift is part of your Victory Update because emotional elevation always precedes physical breakthrough. Chosen one, another sign that your victory has already been activated is the way you are no longer entertained by what once distracted you. You see through illusions faster. You recognize patterns quicker. You sense misalignment immediately. This clarity protects you from falling back into old cycles. It shields you from repeating old lessons, and it positions you for the blessings that require wisdom rather than effort. Your spirit is no longer impressed by temporary pleasures or superficial validation. You crave truth, alignment, depth, and peace. This craving is shaping the path your blessings will take. Your Victory Update is also connected to the refinement of your boundaries. You are no longer giving your time, energy, or attention to people who drain you. You are no longer carrying the emotional weight of others while neglecting your own. You are no longer tolerating inconsistencies disguised as connection. This boundary elevation is not selfish. It is sacred. It is the act of protecting the version of yourself that you fought so hard to become. And this new version of you requires different access rules, different forms of connection, and different levels of discernment. Chosen one, your transformation has been silent, but powerful. Many people do not even realize how much you've changed because your evolution happened in your spirit first. They may expect the old version of you to react, to fear, to break, to shrink, but that version no longer exists. You have outgrown their expectations. You have outgrown your past triggers. You have outgrown the environments that once shaped your identity. This silent elevation is a direct sign that your victory is not approaching. It is already here. There is a new alignment happening in your mind as well. You may notice that your thoughts are becoming clearer, more focused, more intentional. You are thinking differently about your future, your goals, your relationships, and your purpose. You are no longer fantasizing about change. You are preparing for it. You are no longer hoping for breakthrough. You are expecting it. This shift in mental posture is essential because your thoughts create the environment where your blessings grow, and your mind is now fertile ground for abundance. Chosen one, the spiritual realm has already shifted in your favor. Doors that once remained closed are unlocking. Delays that once held you back are dissolving. Opportunities that bypassed you before are circling back. The path that was once filled with obstacles is now clearing. The energy around your life is moving, not slowly, not subtly, but intentionally. Your victory update is not passive. It is active, dynamic, and already unfolding in your surroundings, even if you cannot fully perceive it yet. One of the clearest signs of this victory update is the way your spirit has become more patient. Not passive, not settled, not stagnant, patient. You are no longer rushing divine timing. You are no longer trying to force outcomes. You are no longer operating from desperation. This patience is not a delay. It is a sign of maturity. It means you trust that what is meant for you will arrive aligned, complete, and fully prepared. And it will. Because patience is one of the strongest indicators that your heart is ready to receive. Chosen one, you are also being prepared emotionally for a level of peace that you have never experienced before. This peace is not the absence of challenges, it is the presence of clarity. It is the understanding that you are protected, guided, and supported. It is the awareness that you do not need to fear anything that life brings your way. This peace is part of your victory. It is the internal atmosphere that allows blessings to flow without resistance. You may be feeling a deeper sense of gratitude as well, not just for what you have, but for what you've overcome. Gratitude is a magnet for blessings. Every time you acknowledge how far you've come, you align yourself with what's next. Gratitude opens doors that effort alone cannot. And lately, your spirit has been filling with this quiet gratitude, this sacred appreciation, this deep awareness of the journey you've survived. That gratitude is the energy that calls in abundance. Chosen one, this victory update is not coming with confusion. It is coming with clarity, not with chaos, but with calm. Not with fear, but with certainty. Everything that is happening within you is preparing you for what is about to happen around you. This victory is not just an event. It is a shift, a transformation, a recalibration of your entire life path, and you are walking directly into it. Chosen one of the most powerful signs that your victory update is already active, is the shift occurring in your emotional awareness. You are beginning to recognize your own feelings with more precision. You know when something aligns with your soul and when something is draining your spirit. You can sense when a situation carries truth and when it carries hidden motives. You can tell instantly when an environment supports your purpose and when it distracts you from your path. This heightened emotional awareness is not accidental, it is spiritual preparation. When breakthrough arrives, it requires clarity, not confusion. And clarity is exactly what your spirit is cultivating. You may even notice that you are responding differently to situations that once triggered you. Instead of reacting impulsively, you pause. Instead of panicking, you observe. Instead of absorbing negativity, you filter it. Instead of internalizing everything, you let it pass through you. This emotional evolution is proof that you are rising into a higher state of being. You are not the person you were even a few months ago. Your responses reveal your readiness. Your calm reveals your strength. Your awareness reveals your maturity. And this maturity is part of the victory that is unfolding in your life. Chosen one, there is a reason your spirit feels more selective now. You are being guided away from people, places, and patterns that cannot go with you into your next season. Certain connections drained you. Certain environments limited you. Certain patterns trapped you. The version of you who tolerated those things is gone. The victory coming into your life requires a cleaner emotional space, a more intentional circle, and a more aligned atmosphere. This is why you're finding it easier to distance yourself from misaligned energies. You're not being cold. You're being called. You are also developing a deeper relationship with patience, and this patience is not passive or dull. It's wise, it's grounded, it's intuitive. It's the calm understanding that divine timing is never late and never wrong. You've stopped trying to rush what is meant for you. You've stopped begging for what isn't aligned with you. You've stopped chasing what isn't connected to your destiny. This type of spiritual patience is rare, and it is one of the strongest indicators that you're entering a new chapter of victory. Chosen one, your internal stability is becoming unshakable. You may feel this in the way you think more clearly, the way you remain grounded during chaos, the way you stay focused even when distractions appear, and the way you hold on to peace even when uncertainty arises. This internal stability is a sign of spiritual maturity. Before victory is given externally, it must be developed internally. You are becoming steady enough to handle what is coming. The blessing will not overwhelm you, because you have grown into the one who can carry it. You may also feel a new sense of direction forming within you. Ideas come more easily. Decisions feel clearer. Your intuition gives stronger signals. You sense what steps to take, what projects to start, what opportunities to consider, what habits to refine, and what relationships to release. This internal direction is not guessing. It is guidance. It is the confirmation that you are aligned with the path your victory requires. Chosen one, this victory update is not only about what you gain, it's also about what you outgrow. You are shedding old fears that kept you small. You are releasing old narratives that kept you doubting your worth. You are letting go of emotional attachments that kept you repeating cycles. You are breaking patterns that kept you living beneath your potential. Every release is making room for your victory. Every step forward is creating space for alignment. Every moment of clarity is unlocking doors that once felt stuck. Another sign of this victory is the increase in your spiritual sensitivity. You feel shifts before they happen. You recognize new beginnings before they show themselves. You sense endings the moment they start forming. You can perceive energetic changes that others overlook. This sensitivity is not a burden. It is a gift. It allows you to move with divine timing instead of human pressure. It helps you navigate transitions with grace instead of fear. It gives you an advantage because you are aware, awake, and aligned. Chosen one, your spirit is also becoming more resistant to negativity. The things that used to weigh you down now bounce off your energy field like they never belonged. Gossip doesn't affect you. Doubt doesn't shake you. Fear doesn't anchor you. Distractions don't entice you. You have outgrown the frequency where those things once had access to your spirit. This level of resilience is a sign that your victory is not just coming. It is near. You may start to sense a quiet excitement, a subtle anticipation, a gentle inner knowing that something is shifting in your favor. This is not anxiety. It's alignment. Your spirit always knows before your circumstances reveal it. That inner expectancy is the announcement of breakthrough. Chosen one, your journey has pushed you through challenges that refined your character, strengthened your mind, and expanded your spirit. These past seasons were not without purpose. They equipped you with the tools you needed for the victory that is now unfolding. You grew in silence. You healed in private. You elevated internally. And now the external manifestation is catching up. Your victory update is already active. You are walking into it step by step, moment by moment, shift by shift. Chosen one, another powerful sign that your victory update is active, is the transformation happening in your sense of identity. You are beginning to realize that you were never meant to live small, think small, or expect small outcomes. You are stepping into a version of yourself that honors your potential instead of doubting it, that embraces your calling instead of shrinking away from it, that accepts your worth instead of questioning it. This shift in identity is not just mental, it is spiritual. It is the realization that you are capable, chosen, equipped, and deserving of the victory that is making its way toward you. You may find yourself no longer attracted to the same conversations, the same people, the same environments, or the same cycles. Something inside you is rejecting what used to feel normal. You can't tolerate chaos. You can't pretend to feel okay in spaces that limit your growth. You can't shrink just to make others comfortable. This internal rejection is actually guidance. When your spirit outgrows a frequency, anything beneath that frequency becomes uncomfortable. You're not becoming distant, you're becoming aligned. Chosen one, your energy is elevating. You can feel it in the way you move, the way you think, the way you speak, and the way you respond. You are no longer operating on the emotional level that once kept you repeating the same struggles. You're operating with maturity, with depth, with intuition. You're more aware of your triggers, more aware of your patterns, more aware of your needs, more aware of your boundaries. This awareness is evidence that you are stepping into a higher version of yourself, the version that is ready to receive the victory update that is being released over your life. You may also be noticing that certain opportunities, ideas, and connections suddenly feel clearer. Doors that once seemed distant now feel reachable. Paths that once felt confusing now make sense. Things that once overwhelmed you now feel manageable. These subtle shifts are signs that your atmosphere is being rearranged. You're being placed in alignment with the situations that match your destiny, not your history. And as these doors begin to open, you will understand why every closed door from your past was necessary. Chosen one, your victory update also comes with emotional detachment from outcomes that used to consume your thoughts. You are not as affected by delays as before. You are not as troubled by uncertainty. You are not as drained by waiting. This emotional freedom is not apathy. It is alignment. It is the understanding that what is meant for you will not pass you by. It is the awareness that divine timing is never mistaken. And because you carry this understanding now, you are releasing the tension that once blocked manifestation. There is a deeper inner peace taking root within you. You don't have to force it, chase it, or create it artificially. It flows naturally because your spirit is no longer fighting with your destiny. You are accepting your path. You are trusting your guidance. You are surrendering your timeline. And that surrender is the strongest position of power a chosen one can stand in. It opens the space for blessings to flow without emotional resistance. Another significant indication of your victory update is the clarity forming around your purpose. You are beginning to recognize what energizes you and what drains you. You are becoming more aware of the talents you carry and the doors they can open. You are understanding which opportunities are aligned with your spirit and which ones pull you away from your path. This clarity is not just intellectual, it is spiritual discernment. And spiritual discernment is one of the greatest tools you will carry into your next season. Chosen one, you are also discovering the strength of emotional independence. You are learning how to navigate your inner world without depending on external validation. You are learning how to soothe your own anxieties. You are learning how to affirm your own worth. You are learning how to stand firm without needing constant reassurance. This independence does not isolate you. It empowers you. It prevents you from being shaken by circumstances or people who do not have access to your spirit. It creates a foundation of stability that wealth, blessing, and breakthrough can safely land on. You may also begin feeling that old emotional wounds no longer control your decisions. Things that once kept you stuck now feel irrelevant. People who once held emotional influence over you no longer have the same power. Situations that once triggered fear now reveal growth. You are healing, releasing, and letting go. Not because you are forcing healing, but because you've grown beyond what wounded you. This is preparation. A healed heart can receive blessings that a wounded heart would sabotage. Chosen one of the most important signs of your victory update is the way you protect your peace. You are no longer available for unnecessary conflict. You are no longer willing to argue with people who misunderstand your evolution. You are no longer interested in convincing anyone of your intentions. You value your emotional energy too much to waste it. This emotional discipline is maturity disguised as silence, wisdom disguised as restraint, strength disguised as calm. Your victory update is teaching you to prioritize what matters: your peace, your growth, your intuition, your alignment, your purpose. And because you are prioritizing these things, the blessings tied to them are getting ready to arrive. Chosen one, everything in your internal world is shifting into position. Your mind is getting stronger. Your spirit is getting wiser. Your emotions are getting clearer. Your intuition is getting sharper. These changes are not random. They are synchronized with the blessing that is approaching your life. Breakthrough always begins inward before it shows outward. And you, chosen one, are already shifting at the level where breakthrough becomes inevitable. Chosen one, as your victory update approaches, you may begin noticing a new sense of stability forming inside you. A stability that is not based on circumstance, but on identity. You know who you are becoming. You know what you carry. You know what you are walking into. Even when the full blessing has not yet manifested, even when the evidence is still forming, even when the path is still unfolding, you feel secure. This security is not external. It is rooted in your spirit. It is rooted in your knowing. It is rooted in the quiet truth that something great is coming. You also may begin feeling more selective with your energy. You don't say yes out of habit anymore. You don't show up everywhere you once felt obligated to be. You don't give your attention to situations that drain you. You have become intentional. You have become aware of your value. You have realized that your time, energy, and presence are investments, not free resources. This awareness is a sign of growth, alignment, and preparation. It is the mindset of someone who is stepping into a season of victory. Chosen one, you might also notice a shift in the way you respond to pressure. What used to trigger panic now inspires strategy. What used to overwhelm you now motivates you. What used to intimidate you now activates you. It's not that your challenges disappeared, it's that you changed. You gained strength, you gained wisdom, you gained perspective. The situations that once looked like obstacles now look like opportunities for expansion. This is the mindset of someone who is ready to receive what has been promised. You may also find yourself receiving sudden bursts of clarity. Thoughts become sharper, ideas come faster, solutions appear in moments of silence. Your intuition speaks louder. This clarity is preparing you to make decisions that align with your next level. When doors open, clarity determines which ones you walk through. When opportunities appear, clarity tells you which ones are yours. When blessings arrive, clarity prevents you from sabotaging them out of fear or uncertainty. Chosen one, another major sign of your victory update is your ability to detach from the outcomes you cannot control. You are no longer trying to force timing. You are no longer trying to manipulate situations into unfolding your way. You have surrendered the need to control and embraced the power of alignment. This surrender doesn't weaken you, it strengthens your spirit. It frees you to receive effortlessly. It removes the emotional resistance that delays manifestation. It opens the pathway for blessings to reach you unhindered. You may also find yourself becoming more comfortable with silence. Silence no longer feels empty. It feels powerful. Silence no longer feels lonely. It feels restorative. Silence no longer feels unsettling. It feels grounding. You are learning that silence is where your spirit recalibrates, where your mind resets, where your intuition strengthens, and where your next step becomes clear. This comfort with stillness is part of your preparation for the magnitude of the blessings coming your way. Chosen one, the relationships in your life may also be shifting. Some connections feel deeper, more genuine, more aligned. Others begin fading, not through conflict, but through difference in vibration. You are rising, and as you rise, not everyone can rise with you. This is not rejection. It is redirection. It is the universe making space around you so your blessings can land without interference. It is protection. It is preparation. And it is evidence that your victory update is near. You may notice your desires becoming more refined. You are clearer about what you want. You are clearer about what you don't want. You are clearer about what feels right for you spiritually, emotionally, financially, and energetically. This refinement is not about limiting yourself. It is about aligning yourself. You are no longer asking for crumbs. You are no longer accepting mediocrity. You are no longer settling for less than the fullness of what you are meant to receive. This is the confidence of someone stepping into divine victory. And with this refined awareness, you are aligning naturally with the blessings designed specifically for your spirit.